All right. I think we're live. We're live. What's up, guys? Whew. Long day for me. But I'm here. We made it. First of all, apologies on the single side toss training video. I recorded it, and then none of the audio was captured, so I re-recorded it before stream just an hour or two ago. What up, Dan? I believe... I'm not going to go easy on you, but I believe Dan's got a green sling in today, which is super exciting. I mean, I remember when you were maroon sling, and you were like, oh, I'm topping out here, and here we are. It's too late, but you can still turn it in, but it'll be on the next one. I just don't do previews on stream. And I do the previews so I don't have to make any sort of weird snap decisions. How's it going? What's up, Sleepy? It's been beautiful in Florida. I hope it's been nice everywhere else. I think you're being hard. I think it's a lot of moderates and a couple majors, so you'd be surprised. I think you're somewhere between like 76 and 82. So it depends on what the details land. So we'll see. How's it going? Azizi, you've got a video in today too, huh? Let's see. Is it Maroon? I don't know. We'll come across you. I remember seeing your name. Welcome in. There we go. Siptar. It's a lot of practice. Maroon is intentionally difficult. I don't want you to get discouraged. Maroon is where things start becoming like when a mistake happens, you're not just like jamming a finger, you're like really hurting. And so Maroon has been designed intentionally with a little bit extra required out of you, specifically to slow you down. So it will take more time than anything else before or after. Maroon is structurally the hardest overall, in the sense that like it's the biggest jump between. I'm not sick. I was like yelling today. So, in a good way, it was like coaching. I just been going all day long. So I have been long-term substitute teaching at Lake Mary High School, at their ROTC program. So, roundabout way found my way inside of a ROTC. So I just started 2 weeks ago, and I'm a night person. I don't know if you guys know this, but my normal schedule has been going from like 11 a.m. to like 3 a.m. So it's been an adjustment waking up at 6 in the morning. Yeah, Maroon, I mean, it takes a lot out of you, but you'll get there. So, should be a nice little tight stream. Not going to be too long. We're looking at just 7 red sling, 7 maroon sling, 4 greens, 0 blues, and 3 blacks. You're one of the cadets at Lake Mary. That's funny. Well, thank you for saying hi. Some people don't say hi. But thanks for tuning in, Sleepy. How's it going, Alex? Congratulations again on your accomplishments. That black sling come in okay? Okay. Yeah, feel free to stay anonymous here in chat. No need to dox yourself, but I'm having a good time at Lake Mary. It's been really fun. So no complaints whatsoever. Awesome. Yeah, reach out to Flow State. I think you'd be a great fit for Flow State drill. I gotta reach out to the Norwich guys. Oh, let's get some. I've been what's the word, like overstimmed lately. So let's get the lo-fi going. How's the audio level? Chill stream. Yeah, you're gonna end up on flow state. They got a routine that's like exactly your style too. Okay, cool. Good on the audio. The returning members from Woodrow's exhibition team are doing a watch party for this stream. Well, thanks for doing that. I know it's a little bit random on stream times. You know, my life runs a little bit crazy, so I appreciate you guys spending a little bit of time together. I've been seeing a lot of Wilson High School, or Woodrow Wilson High School coming into my inbox lately, right? So that's really cool. Do you guys have people invested in the red, maroon, green? Or are you, I think you do. I'm pretty sure you have a couple down here. Yep. Jackson Lily. Hello. I've seen, yeah, you guys have been popping off lately. So thanks for using the Drill Dojo. Yeah, is it just you guys here for Jackson Lily? Now we got Riley Bayer, and Hunter Hill. Good luck to all you guys. Oh wow, Wesley Wade and Ethan Costello going for their black sling, both from Dougherty High School. That's cool. Little rivalry. Also excited to see Woodrow Wilson making a comeback. Yeah, filming, making the trick library helped my drill more than like it's helped anybody else's drill. I didn't want to release anything that was like subpar, so made me very particular. Xavier High School, New York City. Absolutely. You guys familiar with the New York project? That was an old drill team that was out of there, but what are you, the guys, the X Squad? I feel like I definitely run into you guys from time to time, but you guys got people in stream today? Yeah, X Squad. That's really cool. You guys doing a little watch party too? Do you have like a routine for posting instructional, or are they random? It varies. So right now I am trying to go a little bit in order, but sometimes I get bored and I move out of order. So also I don't want to like just, because I've done the math, and if I just stick in order, I basically only reach like red sling by the end of the season. So I want to make sure there's some input in there for other people. So right now it's just kind of whatever I can get done, which and you know, the yellow sling stuff has been easy, but I'll be jumping up to probably maroon sling stuff here soon. But recently it's been in order from yellow sling, or like in the general area of yellow sling. But it's cool. I was filming today the single side toss video, and I'm going to start adding into the instructionals like what is this building to segment. So that'll help kind of with the inspiration, I think. Yeah, I mean, I just do my best. At the end of it, it's going to be 3 years of doing this, and at the end of it, we'll just, you know, everything will be up, so. The pattern right now is kind of, I'm not exactly thinking long term, or short term, I guess. I'm thinking long term on this. Tournament at Union High School, November 22nd. That's cool. Lake Mary's doing a mock competition on the 1st, and then maybe a competition on the 15th, depending on how certain things go. But all right. Ugh. I love these Friday night streams, man. Extra chill. Everyone's kind of done for the week. Let's jump right in. So, if you guys are new to the Drill Dojo, this is what it's all about. If you're doing the early level sling qualifications, this could be white, yellow, slight sling, yellow sling, orange sling. These are pass fail, so you're able to do this off stream. You're not going to be judged by the community at large, right? You're not going to end up with everything being nitpicked on stream. This is me kind of going through the checkpoints. It's 2 tricks and 3 positions in the white sling. Yellow sling's going to be 6 tricks total. Orange sling's 10 tricks, and everything else up to black sling is 10 tricks. Black sling's actually going to be a choose your own adventure kind of sling. This takes you everywhere from single spin up to like septuples and 7 aerials and stuff, right? So you got to go in order, but you can submit multiple at once. So you can go all the way through in one go. Once you reach red sling though, once you submit red sling and red sling ends up on stream, you have to wait and go in order. Now, here's how these streams are here so that people can learn and ask questions and everything and has accountability. But it's also so like I can tell you exactly what to improve on and give you a score. And so that score is going to be, you start at 100 and everything you do a little bit off is going to get some points off. So a minor penalty is worth 1, a moderate penalty is worth 2, and a major penalty is worth 4. If after all of your 10 tricks, you are at a score of 80 and above, you pass. You get your sling at maroon sling and above, you just get it shipped for free. It's awesome. Now, if you get a score, let's break that down a little further. If you get a score between 80 and 89.5, you pass, but you have what's called tenure. Tenure automatically goes away on April 1st, or you can resubmit to get a score of 90 or above. If you get a score of 90 or above in the next month's stream, you can skip tenure and automatically move up to the next sling. So, if you are interested in all the things you could do wrong with drill, go to drilldojo.com/scoring, and that'll take you to the scoring system here. This is what I base everything off of. At the end of the day, it is all going to be judgment calls. You can only account for so many things, and there's 1,000 situations that could pop up for any one single thing. So this tends to work really well, but it's, you know, still at the end of the day, it's going to be kind of a judgment call, kind of always. So be sure to check that out. And if we don't have anything in chat, then we're going to begin. Septar, I'm just a guy. I'll see you guys at Nationals. But I appreciate you guys being fans and tuning in. And I think it's so fun to just learn skills like this, you know? How's it going, Veltrix? All right. We start, because there's only 20-ish people. If you are in chat, you can drop your name, and I will break order. So anyone who wants to go, if you're here right now, I'll take you first. Just put it in chat that you'd like to go right now. All right, and then also put your sling color, so that'll help me out a little bit. Red sling, right? Cool. So 7227. All right, I gotcha. Baktasha Zizi, let's do it. I'll do my best to go in order, but chat moves fast, so I may just scrap it at any time and be like, all right, who wants to go next? And that'll just take the first person to say so. So, all right. Here we go. Good, no penalty. Strong start. Also good, no penalty. Nice hand pin, good body control. No penalty. You're going to coast to a victory here. Yep, no penalty. We are going to take a little penalty here. Your hand pin doesn't find its side fast enough, but it does look like right around there it does land. So I'm not going to give you the full raptor call, but you're going to take a moderate penalty on hand pin there. The trick is that once you release, follow that momentum into your hand pin. Good. good. I think. Okay, so handpin stays put. I do recommend on that trick specifically using your pinky and pressing against your backside. If both your thumb and your pinky are touching your pants, it's a really nice handpin look, and it prevents a judge from maybe thinking that they saw something they didn't. Okay, that was decent. Not too much on the over guiding. I like it. I do want to see your handpin a little bit tighter though. So as soon as it hits your shoulder, you actually have time to handpin here. And I feel what ends up happening is, yeah, you leave your hand open and also don't find your handpin. You actually don't need that left hand pretty much at all once it reaches your shoulder. Good. Okay, so little catch angle and then secondary adjustments. All right, that's good. Yeah, it's the easy pass, right? 4, 5, 6, 7. So, yep, 93 out of 100. I love it. All right, so you pass, no tenure. If you are ready to submit for Maroon on next month, you're able to do so. That's easy. Congratulations. Sorry, I gotta clear my folders over here. All right, here we go. Now we're ready. Past live stream. All right. I got Riley next. That's green. It's red. Okay. Riley, good luck. Solid. No penalty on the double. No penalty on the side catch. Good hand pin, good posture. Nice angle there. This is looking good. You're flowing right through the tricks too. I will say I don't generally take off our bearing because I feel like it's punishment for camera quality sometimes. But I can tell your mouth is open a lot. So I definitely take a moment to think about what your mouth is doing because the rifle work is good. The body work is good. Facial bearing, intensity look, and then like closing your mouth is probably going to be your biggest sources of improvement here. That was super solid. We did lose handpin for a minute here. And yeah, it's super loose. I can see right through it. So you're going to want to tighten the hand there. Not bad though. Great control. Nice. That was good. You can see right there, there's a small gap in that hand pin though. Nice technique with the right hand though. I think everything with the right hand ended up really nice. That was really smooth. I like that. Yep, facial bearing. If I took off points for that, you'd get points lost. On this, I'm just gonna catch angle there, just a little bit off. That'll work. Nice. 96. Congratulations, Riley. I officially have you Red Sling certified. That's a pass. All right, Trevor is next, and then we're going to do Hunter. Trevor on green sling. Oh, man. I'm excited for these green sling. Here we go. Trevor, good luck. Okay, good. That's right. You just submitted this. I feel like I watched this already. It's because I did like just before stream started. This is solid. Obviously, handpin pops out just a little bit, but not too bad. And I think momentum. Yeah, you're gonna get a momentum loss. Not too shabby there. I'll accept. It could be a little bit better, but definitely not penalized. I felt like the right hand was reaching just a tad, but that definitely didn't like cross the threshold of penalty. It was really good. Yeah, a little bit of a scoop catch there. No penalty though. Again, another one that could be like a little bit better by highlighting the stop, but nothing was technically wrong. Good. We've got stutter step. And then heels coming off the ground on the catch there. And rifle angle. Just a little bit. Okay, that was good. Yep, no penalties. I would hold your hand pin a little bit longer. Right here, you wait for it, and it's like, it almost looks like you're scared. Again, nothing wrong. Just, you know, extra little pieces. That was solid. Also really solid. Let me check your hand pin there. Yeah, find it just a little bit sooner, but no problems. Nice hand pins. Good catch. I like it. I always wonder who throws doubles and who's going to throw palm spins. Just a little bit catch angle. It's slanted just a little far forward. Catch angle again. I think that's it, right? Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. Great stream so far. Trevor, you've broken tenure. Congratulations. You will keep you broke your 87 from last time. You'll keep your date of August 20th for your qualification, and you have officially beaten tenure. Congratulations. That's huge. Broke tenure. I'm looking forward to your blue sling. All right, that brings us to Hunter Hill. Let me catch up on other chat. I don't believe I'm going to Golden Bear next year. I believe we just had our meeting with Glendale about where we're going. Golden Bear overlaps with the competition in Colorado, so we're going to switch it up this year. I'm going to be going to Colorado this year. So heads up there. Yeah, Top, let us know. I'll put you in the queue. For sure, for sure. All right, yeah, blue sling coming soon. I love it. All right. So Hunter, you're next. And Dan, if you're like, hey, this is my last 5 minutes, just let me know in chat. Solid, no penalty. Again, no penalty. Nice. I think it's always hard to tell on video. I think it's rotating on wrong axis, but I kind of want to see. No, that's just a big wobble. And then we check hand pin. Okay, all good, no penalties. Good. Okay, I like it. You had to do that blind, right? Yeah, a lot of people would still be looking at that point. If you can really commit to that blind, that goes hard. But I do see hand pin being open. It's close enough. I'm not going to take the point for it being actually pinned by your side, but you do want to take a look at that. Good. Good. Same advice. Tuck your pinky into that hand pin to make it accentuated. Good. Hand pin's going to be open and a little bit away from the body over here. But smooth roll on the shoulder. Very nice job there. Okay, decent. Yep, so we got hand pin never finds its spot. It kind of comes out of place here, and then hand being open. Very solid. Nice. Yep, 6 points of penalty is going to give you that 94. And that's that. Congratulations, Woodrow Wilson. Both of your red slings have passed so far. There we go. Perfect. I got you in the registry. Congratulations, Hunter. Full pass. You guys are cleared to move on to Maroon. You could submit as early as next month. Passed. Perfect. Okay, so we got Riley, we got Trevor, we got Hunter. That moves us to Jackson and Dan, unless Dan says, okay. Yep, so Jackson, Lily, and then Dan, it's your turn. Yeah, no, you're good, Dan. You've warned me. You got to go for it, though. I'm just excited to see that you've got the 10 green sling tricks in a row. It's going to be a little bit hard to see. Okay. All right. So we're going to start off with the major here. Number one, I like the flat catches. But barring that, it still is past vertical and also leans the body. So that's going to be a major there. That was pretty nice, though. You do see your hand pin curl up here. Good. OTHs are free points. All right. Right. That is just a little under 45. So just going to bite the moderate on that. Yeah, it's like almost 45, but I don't take the major unless it crosses that 45. Okay, at first contact, you're going to take that minor for just angle. That's just a little bit high on first contact. It'll help to move your hands a little bit further, this one especially, just a little bit over. Oh god, getting through the full ninja is big. You're going to take a minor for flow and pacing, just right when it catches that hand. It just has that awkward, like, slow pace to it. But hand pin is solid on both sides. Yeah, getting out of full ninja or the double rising sun is really nice on one point. Good sweep. So you're not going to take any points. I see the hand pins. It's a good varial. But I do want to point out a couple of things to look at. When you're getting ready for the throw, your mouth is open. And then the footwork is just a little bit, like, choppy. I think the footwork, there's nothing technically wrong with it. I'm only giving you this because I really liked how the throw landed. So I would think about your footwork and maybe be a bit more intentional about that. And again, I'm only giving you that because I like how you perform the trick. And I just want it to be as best as it can be. Good. That's a scary one. No penalty. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's about as good as we can hope for. Yeah, angle gets close to triggering penalty, but I'm going to give it to you. That's a hard one to control. Okay, this one's going to probably bump you under to tenure. So we got the hand pin slip out. Okay. We've got the stutter step. Yep. You nailed the control. It's a little bit too far in the reach. We're going to take a minor for the reach. It's not generally a penalty for reaching for it, but that one is pretty excessive. I don't think... We'll see if it matters. All right. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It won't matter, so we'll keep it. So that's going to be 87 out of 100. Jackson, congratulations. You are green sling, but this was a tenure break. So unfortunately, it's not going to make tenure. What was your score last time? I'm going to update your score at least. 84. So you picked up 3 extra points. You're still under tenure. You got to find 3 more points. And I think, I mean, honestly, that major right at the start here. Just get that. You definitely want to start as best you can, right? So get that flat catch, strong power. And if you don't hit that flat catch, strong power, I want you to start over. Okay? Because I think you can hit a quad and do a really good job. Because you actually overthrew this. So I want you to slow the rotation but hit the same height. You should be able to get out of this next month with a full qualification. All right, Jackson? All right. So Dan, you're going to be next here. You were never planning to attempt a non-tenure because you're never in a hurry. Practice is going well enough. You might actually go for 90 in November. Yes, for the journey. Nah, Dan, I don't. I'm going to give you the full experience. It's not that you didn't pass. You just didn't break tenure. Sorry, Jackson. Okay, Dan. It is time. Okay. At least your feet stay planted. The lean. Yeah, that'll cost you a major. I probably would have gone with moderate. But there's a couple, like, you could tell the rifle hits a little bit low, the stretch is a little bit too far, and the bend is a little bit much. I think if you'd gotten rid of, if it was strong catch, not as big of a lean, or if it was like closer, like maybe some combination of two of them, but all three of them is going to be a major. Okay. So number one, you're going to want the hand pin to hit its position faster. You're going to hit it moderate because it does end down. I think that's fair. And you're going to take a minor for the hand being open. On the full ninja side, obviously, like, you flinched back a little bit, but that's not enough to trigger a penalty for me. But if you wanted to tighten, like, how it lands in your left hand, yeah, left hand, it would be to your benefit. Heels pop a little bit. Catches a little bit off. I want to take one minor for both of those because they're both so subtle, but they both contribute to like an effective, like, I can tell something's wrong, you know? So it's like that half inch of the heels and that half inch flinch on like the catch, like cut a little off center kind of a little bit. I mean, we're doing well. What, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points? Like, I know we've got a couple of tricks that are going to, like, blast us, like, another 5 points here and there, but... Okay, right there, I can tell your hand pin opened up. Yep, it never actually closed. You found the spot, but you were thinking so much about the rifle. The bend in the knees is also going to be a minor there, just a little bit of that flinching. Did the stutter step? Yes, stutter step. The full movement's going to cost you 2. Good, I allow the step out. Hand pin's solid. You've got the wrist wrap. I do think even with the wrist wrap, you could have tightened the hand pin though. Great house whip, man. Yeah, I'm really proud of that one. Okay, yep, you're going to take a major for all the steps. But the catch came in nice. Yep, just the major. Okay, yep, chasing down is going to be that major as well. Those secondary adjustments are going to cost you a point. And just that loss of hand pin. Okay, so 1 point for the hand being open, 2 points for the flinch toward the center. I mean, you probably needed it for balance. Yeah, okay, I'm going to take those 2 points away. That's already wrapped in the chasing it, and you needed that hand for balance, so I think it's unfair to double penalize in that manner. Interesting technique to try track it with the hands. I'll give it. It's definitely a little bit different than I'm used to. You're going to take 1 point for the heels pop. So you can see the heels pop right at the start. The hunch over, only going to be a moderate here. I think that's... The rifle lands flat. Yeah, it's just a quick hunch over. Just a moderate. Alright. Final 2 tricks, I think. Okay, so you're going to take the major on catch angle and the moderate for the tap-tappity, like, you know, not hitting the hands at the same time kind of deal. Good. And then another point for the bending of the knees on the catch. So yeah, I mean, we're not passing, but I really think this is a solid run. Okay, 2 points for the tap-tappities. But the catch came in nice. And look, it's even like an aesthetic scorecard. All right, so let's add this up. Let's see where we land. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 32, 35. Okay, so you were spot on. 65 out of 100. You were spot on with where you thought it was going to land. It was about the details, and the details did come in not in your favor there. But here's the good news. 1, 2, 3, 4 majors for 16 points would put you, if you got rid of all of those, that'd put you at an 81. So that's the good news, is literally you have to address 4 things in order to pass. I mean, I could have stacked things on the Scorpion, you know, because it was the big step back and then the hop forward. Like, it could have been a double major, but I don't like to double penalize. You know, when one thing goes wrong, a lot of things go wrong. And I don't think it's super fair to start letting those things kind of snowball. Geo, haven't done Maroon Sling yet. So I've been doing the queue because it's not a lot of, it's 22 people, something like that. So I'll add you to the queue. You're going to be next. Nava, by the way, yes, the video you sent me, I haven't replied to it, but I did watch the video. And yes, Nava, that pop that you do with your thumb there is good. That's what I'm looking for out of the full ninja, or the double rising sun. The full ninja refers to the catch. All right, perfect. Geo, good luck. Man, I like your backyard. When I get a house, I'll have a backyard just like it. All right, so let's kick this off. Moderate on that catch angle. Good, that was super clean. Also super clean. Nice body mechanics too. All right, so the first thing is going to be right here. You're going to take 1 point for those little adjustments. And right here, you're going to take 1 point for catch angle and recovering. But what I like about this is that you almost lost it, but you kept your hand pin. A lot of people will lose their hand pin when they feel it rolling forward a little bit. Smooth OTHs. That was good. I'm going to watch one more time just to see if I catch anything different, but tiny pacing thing, but I'm not going to penalize that. Like that second one, like hit and just slowed down a tiny bit, but not a big deal. Okay, that one looks super easy. Very clean. Okay. So I allow small steps out for it, but that didn't look intentional. I'm going to take a judgment call minor on that step out because it felt like it didn't want to come out, and then it did. That's just a judgment call thing. It feels like it's not intentional. Good Ike? Or Kiwi grab? Sorry, good Kiwi grab. Good. Just loose on the hand pin. I don't need it necessarily by the side, but I still need it closed. Right there. It needs to stay a little bit longer, but especially right here. That can come in front of your body, but I should not be able to see behind it. Is that it? Excellent. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Congratulations, Geo. I will bring your maroon sling to school. Probably not on Monday, though. I'll totally forget on Monday, so it'll have to be on, like, Thursday. But that's a full pass. No tenure. Should be very happy about that. All right. Oh, I do love... I used to shine shoes. I have a fond memory of watching Troy shining shoes. I need to spend a little bit of time zoning out shining stuff. Yay. Alright, Dan. Appreciate you being lurking. Enjoy the pumpkin carving. Okay, cool. Yep, it looked like it. Alright, is there anyone else here that would like to jump to the top of the queue, or are we going to start going in order here? Black Sling's got to get through their 3 major... Sorry, it's been a very long day. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if they get 4 majors, they're fine. If they get 5 majors, they're not earning Black Sling. I think every one of these is going to get it, though. I'm not going to lie. All right. If chat has not spoken, then we're going to jump down to Tegan for Red Sling. Tegan, good luck. Good, no penalty. Good, no penalty. Hand pin a little bit open, but it was right by your side, so that's fine. Okay, I'd like more airtime there. Let me see how much you actually get. That's basically a handoff, so we're going to take the double major on that. So, this is your first introduction to, like BTBs, so I'm very particular about it. And so you're going to get that double major if the rifle doesn't seem any airtime. And it all, like, it sort of does, but like this is in that general area of like not leaving the hands actually. Yeah, I can kind of see like both hands touching it there. So that's going to be a pretty big one. I'm going to asterisk it. If this holds you back, we might move it to... No, I mean, like... I'm really particular on that one. Because it sets up all BTBs, like, curriculum-wide. That was good. Just a piece of advice. Keep your arm lower to your head. Not only will it help if you drop it, because it has to fall less distance, but it looks cleaner. Solid, good hand pin. It was great Hell's Whip. Okay, that was nice. your hand pin opens and then like leaves your side, and then there's a flinch in the body where you like, yeah, you kind of like bend out the way. That was good. Okay, so your half beat here is done improperly. So go back to the yellow sling tutorial and learn the half beat in a little bit different way. So right here, you want to stop it like it's a single spin and then wrap it around the arm. That's going to prevent this awkward wrap there where it kind of doesn't come in properly and then rolls around the shoulder. Let me think about that. That's going to be some amount of points off. Give me a second to think on it. Okay, decent. Catch angle, I'm going to say that's moderately off. Maybe like 2 points on moderately off. And, yep, heels come off the ground. Okay. Let's add this up real quick. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so that's going to be 14. We're at 86. We'll take, for the sake of a good score, we'll make it a major, so it'll keep you at 82. So realistically, it was like two technical things that bumped it from a 92 to an 82. The first one being that this right there just has to have some airtime. Don't let it wrap around your arm. You really want to release right there. You want to release. Now here's the trick. You want to keep looking over your right shoulder. You see how you like already can't see it? You actually want to keep your head over your right shoulder until like it drifts out of view. And then you want to get your hand into place, right? So this is like a blind catch, but it's only blind at the very last second. And I'm very particular about this one because, well, you have to get those blind catches, right? And then that 4 points over here was on, so by the letter of this, the grading system, right? Let me pull it up. It's got a one for like thing like the trick was done missing a critical component. A trick done improperly, such as the understanding of the trick is enough to warrant credit, but the resulting trick lacks a critical component. And that critical component was the proper execution of the half beat to right shoulder. Literally just take care of those two things and this will go away. Make sense? Where'd it go? Here we go. All right. But that all sounds so critical when in reality you have passed. So let's take a moment. I really want to say, because I really want you out of tenure here. I really think you should be preparing for Maroon Sling. And that's why I'm like a little bit disappointed and why I'm like selling it like this. But Tegan, congratulations. You've passed and you've earned your red sling with tenure. And you should be very proud of the routine that you did and the video you submitted. Because I'm proud of it. I really wanted you to not have to worry about tenure though, because you've got some good skills. All right. But send me your video for September. Fix those two things. Pass with tenure, and you're going to be good to go. All right. Yeah, Luke, I got you. Yeah, Alex, the jump from black sling to Dan level is crazy. Oh, Luke, you were next anyways. That's so funny. All right, Luke. Let's do it. That was good. A little wobbly, no penalty. I like the dog. I like the dogs. Okay, so we're going to take that penalty for heels coming off the ground on the throw here. And then it's a little bit walked in. I would say quite a bit walked in on the catch there. So I think what's missing here... Okay, so you got your finger there. I think it stretches up a little bit high. Try curling around instead of like pointing the finger up. That might help. What else? You could lower this arm just a little bit more, and that gives you just a little bit extra like spring action too. You definitely have the ability to get that popped out of the shoulder with the quickness, you know? Okay, also like walked in, right? Okay, I don't like the use of the second hand there as well. Scorpion tosses don't need that second hand at all. So that's going to count as like loss of hand pin. Let me see. Whoops. Okay, I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna consider it using a second hand unnecessarily. As like a bobble being brought under control. Because it was controlled and intentional, so I don't want to penalize in such a way, but look for the hand pin there. That was good. Okay, loss of balance is going to be a major there. Also, your hand pin pops out quite a bit. You're going to take a moderate there. But it stays closed, so you'll be spared the point there. That was solid. Nice. That one looked well practiced. I think your eyes slip up here. Yeah, I can kind of see them. Yeah, you're going to take the major and looking. And it's going to be a moderate angle. Definitely, so you'll want to work on this a little bit. You're primed pretty well here. You definitely like second guess yourself. The thing is, like, you don't need to push this one with your, I can see your right hand is like really thinking about the push. You just have to like, really this pops off the left hand, and the left hand trajectory goes from in front of your body to over your head. So I want you to think about this motion without the rifle, right? Just in front of you to like hand over head. And that's where you're going to get that proper technique. And left hand goes like straight overhead. Okay. Not too shabby. Okay, rising sun exit, totally acceptable. I think handpin, yep, handpin slips out, but it's really not that bad. Footwork could be better. No penalty, though. Solid. Cool. Let's add this up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. Luke, congratulations. You've got your red sling. That was right on the money. I need to let me double check. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. By the skin of your teeth. 80 out of 100. Luke, congratulations. I'd look forward to your resubmission of Red Sling. There's definitely, like, not a lot of minors, right? So it's just a bunch of stuff that you're going to have to work over and over and over again. But congratulations. Like, a win is a win, man. Congratulations, man. Drill Dojo booth will be run on Square, so that's going to be credit cards. I think debit cards, as long as it's got like a MasterCard or Visa logo on it. That'll work too. But if whatever you used didn't work last year, then it won't work this year. How's it going, Renko? All right. Boshu, good luck. I think this one's pretty fast moving. Good, no penalty. Hello from America, all the way to Singapore. Great. Great, no penalty. Great, no penalty. No penalty. Easy. This is gonna pass for sure. Nice little, yeah, little balance there. Little over guiding it. That was solid, no penalty. Good. All right. How's a 98 work for you? Very nice. Pass, no tenure. I look forward to Maroon Sling. And that brings us to Jordan Medine. Jordan, good luck. Ooh. Glendale Drill America M1 Garand. That was my debut in 2009 at the Daytona Nationals. Not Daytona Nationals, the World Drill Championships 2009. That was with the Glendale Drill America M1 Garand. They are... Well, so Air Force used to have... Super solid, man. Air Force used to have M1 Garands that they used for everything, so... That's why I came from an Air Force JRTC unit. And they were so nice. Very nice. I think handpin slips out, but... Yep. But I like the speed on that. That was nice to look at. Your core mechanics are great. Whoever teaches you bearing and posture and just all that stuff's phenomenal. Yep, your eyes never look at it. I think you're going to take that 6 points. Clear separation, but I'd like to see more separation. You're going to take a minor for sure. Or a moderate. And... I think footwork's pretty inefficient here. Yeah, footwork's all over the place. If you end up having to do this again, or just in general, really. Yeah, you kind of get away with it because it's really fast, but that needs some airtime. It's a scary one for everyone. There's always that one trick In red sling, it's the BTBs. In green sling, it's the double rising suns. That was good. Maroon sling is a little bit of everything. You just have to get good at maroon sling. I don't think there's like one trick at maroon sling that holds people back. Yeah, right here. You have to put a lot of intentional energy, but I can see straight through that handpin very briefly. Handpin there. Okay, it only slips out when it gets ready for kind of helping with the catch, but you definitely have the hand like totally open and not really kind of like locked in. Yeah. Good. Handpin as well, though. Same thing. Good, no penalty. All right, yeah, I really enjoyed this. It is going to be an 89. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So, unfortunately, you're going to get tenure. That's going to be because of the couple of little things we talked about. And handpin. Your handpin is, because you have, like, bigger hands. Like, that really accentuates. But I want to stress that I really enjoyed that. It's the little stuff. So I think this was a great example of like there's tons of stuff that I don't penalize because they're not wrong but could be done better. Your facial bearing was phenomenal like the whole time. Your eyes never like wavered. I really liked that aspect of your drill. But when it wasn't in your peripherals, I could definitely tell that there was like a little bit of like jumpiness, right? So I will like to see this next month. I think you could score 100%. Fix those handpins and fix the BTB. I would love to grade you 100 out of 100. So, all right. So, not a lot of maroon sling jumped in today. Oh, that's because they're all from Singapore. That's right. Zevler, good luck. I think like 3 of them are Singapore. And you always have little problems like this. Let me watch. Okay. Good, no penalty. Good, no penalty. Good. I would lower that just a little bit closer to your body so it doesn't look so uncomfortable. Excellent. Good. I do like to see those side tosses stay side tosses. That'll be updated with the new material. Good. Nice snap into the handpin. That was pretty good. All right. I'm going to call this an imperfect 100. So, I mean, 100 out of 100. Nothing's wrong with it. I'd like to see a little bit of like tightening up on certain aspects though, right? So certain things like footwork here. There's just a lot of like smaller steps that I think you can clean up. You're now like with 100 out of 100, right? So some of the little stuff like that, not technically wrong. Consider lowering it closer to your body so you look more comfortable. Hit some of these stops, like, so that was like, see how that was walked into place? The closer it gets to like flat, the better it's going to be overall, right? So there's lots of little stuff that would, like, if this was a Hall of Fame, which doesn't exist for Red Sling, but just to, you know, give you stuff to work on, because I don't want to say like, you know, there was nothing to work on here. Hit those stops a little bit harder and be a little bit more forceful about it, right? But nothing you did was wrong, and so that you're in the nice spot to start being right about everything. So this is a 10-year break, and I think it's a phenomenal 10-year break. So thank you for so much effort shows in this video. So I really appreciate you going through and putting in that effort. So that is tenure, broke tenure. Broke tenure. All right. Brandon Lee, good luck. Speaking of NYP, that was good. That was good. Good. I'm about it. A little angle. Oh no, I hate when that happens. Sometimes if I hit 1 on the keyboard, it takes me like the first 10% here. Oh no, where were we? Okay, we did that. Okay, here it was. Little angle. Good. Good. Slight angle. Okay, secondary adjustments on the setup. Okay. Nice stop on that. On the in-between stuff. Good, I'll take it. That, yeah, it'd probably be a possible full weight. Good, great stop there. All right, that'll do. Congratulations, Brandon. You burned your maroon sling. That is past live stream. Yeah, everyone hates on the BTB flow, which is funny. It's one of my favorite tricks. Ryland, I'm surprised Ryland's not here. This gotta be 10-year break, right? I feel like I see Ryland every month. Not 10-year break. Okay. That would be because I see Ryland every month. Thank you for submitting every month. I actually really appreciate that. All right. In margin, no penalty. Close, so close. This one crushes you every time. Footwork's going to now be the 4. And I think I want to think about these hand pins. They're very close. It's that last one that I'm a little concerned about. I'm going to give it to you. All right, footwork is all over the place, but everything else shows so much effort on it. Okay, so number 1 is going to be that angle. Number 2, that's going to be a stutter step. All right, and stopping it is part of it. So how to stop from the right hand is it's really hard. You kind of just have to throw a little aerial and then kind of catch it. You're gonna miss points. I don't know how many. I don't want to think on it for the catch there. That was great. No penalty. That was pretty clean. Hand pins are coming in nice, by the way. I see tons of progress on your hand pins. I will say catch angle right there. It's a good stop. It's almost a moderate. I'm going to keep it at minor. It's almost moderate. It's another one of those almost like up points. I'm going to start the next almost you get's going to have to be bumped up. I'll call it now. That'll do it. So almost flat. You're going to take the minor, mostly because there's been a lot of almosts, and I feel like I'm going to round up on that. So it's just a slight angle. Okay. I want to see if it rotates on wrong axis. It's kind of hard to tell. Okay, sling front. And now it is back. I feel like I'm losing my mind on this. All right. Okay, so it should be sling front on release, and it's end up sling side on release. Yeah, so we're gonna do it. Moderate for spinning on wrong axis. I don't know if it's because of the release time being sideways already. But yeah, you're also going to take 1 point for spontaneous commitment to power stance. Start at power stance if that's what you need. But otherwise, a pretty good catch there. Yeah, you locked it in for the catch there. Okay, you're gonna take a major on the Hell's Whip. Let me just see if I emailed you on that. Okay. Cool. Yeah, we talked about it. Yeah, this one was on the bubble. Okay. So you're gonna take the major there. And then the feet. You're going to take a moderate for the stutter step and a minor for loss of balance. That was solid. That was solid. Strong ending. Okay, so I need to make up my mind about this. I don't have anything beyond large secondary adjustments, so this is going to be a 2. I feel like it should be more, but I'm gonna abide by the scoring system. Let's add this up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Ryland. You're at a 79. Clean up anything. Anything at all, and it's all yours. That was really close. You are absolutely showing progress here. I don't know what your other ones are. I'm actually going to start logging your progress here. It won't show up anywhere except for me. All right? We're going to get them next month, Ryland. We move on to Gallon. West Chat has a special request. Hello. Hi. How's it going, everybody? Nope, this stream's just going to be red and above. So your logo's off stream. But if you just submitted, then you'll get a response by Monday. You know what? I believe it. You know how to count. You're going to have to get an official way and go for the record. And I'm going to need to do some push-ups. If you pull it out in sequence, make sure to do a count sequence. It will go hard. All right, Galvin, good luck. Good. First of all, amazing on using the NGA. That was really hard to get over to Singapore, so I'm glad it's coming in handy. Phenomenal, no penalty. Excellent, no penalty. Very good. Could tighten hand pin a little bit, not a problem though. Oh, that was very nice. Excellent. Okay, step out. Yes. Very nice. All right. Gowan, that was awesome. Like, that was really awesome. Like, I think I may just send you your sling just all on its own. I'll pay the difference. I'm really proud of that. That's a pass. That was really good. I know it's difficult to get those NGAs out in Singapore, and I appreciate you rising to the challenge. First of all, on getting one out there, and then using it, and then crushing the way you did. It is so nice to see them being used well out there. All right, we moved to Jed. Jed wrote all the tricks on a list, and it's on like a sticky note in his mouth. So he's gonna spend the whole time like this. Quite funny. Angle. Nice. Great work. Good, no penalty. All right, let's see what went wrong. It looks like it's kind of like go the distance and then it like doesn't. Okay, so rifle spinning on wrong axis, bent catch, bobble brought under control by second hand, and angle. Good. Good, except maybe the feet. I like that you kept your feet together. Yep, feet definitely moved. Good. Catch came in a little wobbly. I'll take a minor for that. Landed sideways. Okay, stutter step. This is also over rotated. One, two, 3 and a half. I think that's got to be a major based on the scoring. I have double major for under rotated. I'm gonna do a full major for over rotated. That one's very specifically set for a triple. That was good, no penalty. Okay, step back, impromptu. We're gonna count it as a stutter step. That wasn't so bad though. All right, let's add this up. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, I'm gonna double check. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19. All right, Jed. We got it. 81 out of 100. Congratulations. You've earned your maroon sling with tenure. Tenure. Excellent. With 81. Skin of your teeth. Pretty positive all day on that. Other than Ryland, who missed it by a point. Passed with tenure. Love to see it. That brings us to Jiro. You're in the movie theater with Ethan right now? I mean, Do you have a moment? Do you want me to jump on over and grade your black slings? And we could just celebrate real quick? Because I feel like they're going to pass. I mean, I haven't done the actual check on it, but... Yeah, Grimdark. If you just submitted in the last couple hours, I didn't get it, by the way. So check what's going on your side. Because my last email came at 6:23. So tenure is if you score between 80 and 89.5, you earn your sling qualification, but you can't submit for the next sling up. Instead, you have to submit for that sling again until you score over a 90. So it's a way to celebrate. It's a way to like earn a qualification. And there's a couple of instances where like maybe you were only able to do something once and then like a wrist injury happened or whatnot. If you just can't get it again, right? Tenure automatically is waived if you wait until April 1st. So you just have to wait till April 1st. Generally in martial arts, tenure refers to like if you have your orange belt, you must wait 2 years in order to get your red belt. But I like a more merit-based system. So tenure is my compromise, where if you can prove you have the merit, then you don't have to wait any time at all. All right. We're going to jump on over to Black Sling. Oh, Grimdark, you got an email back? Okay. Well, if you got... What's your name so I can search it up if you don't mind sharing it here? Because I did not land it. There's only one other person that routinely happens with, too, so... Alright, so we got Ethan and Wesley. Wesley, since you're in chat, you'll go first. So here's the deal. Majors are worth 5 points. If you got to score above an 80. And you shouldn't have any trouble. Let's do it. No majors. Black Sling is majors only. So moderates and minors do not count. Sick, no majors. What movie you guys seeing? There's not a ton out right now. There's Black Phone 2 and yep, no majors. Tron Ares? I bet you're seeing Tron Ares. I saw Good Fortune. That was decent. Super nice. Little loss of balance. That would be a moderate. You're going to take that major. Oops. For chasing it down. Is that over here? Yeah. That's it. Yep, you did. Wesley, congratulations. You've earned your Black Sling certification. And now for Ethan. Good? No major? Good? No major? Clean, no major. I like the bearing, the little like look at the end. That was nice. Great. Strong position of attention while you were waiting. I liked it. Nice. That one always trips me up. Great catch. I've never landed a varial kiwi. Ah, looks so easy. No penalty. I mean, no major. Yep. Easy. Congratulations. Go enjoy your movie. Both of you guys can enjoy it as Black Sling certified drillers. That was exceptional. I look forward to seeing what you guys do in Daytona. Passed. Perfect. Oh, okay. Chainsaw Man. Got it. Oh, yeah. I go to every Daytona. Literally, at this point, I'm pretty much contractually obligated to go. Yes. All right. We are about to reach the critical part of Black Sling where it starts getting more difficult. So, I'm going to evaluate at the end of the year, and we're going to see if... so the plan has always been to move Black Sling up a little bit more in difficulty as more and more people get it. So, yeah, Grimdark, what's your name? I need to look up some stuff on it. Because I'm like, I can tell you, you say you submitted and got the email, and I've been trying to figure out what's going on with the backend developers. I get 2 emails every time. So the first one tells me like information about, so like this one shows up on stream. The other one I can't show on stream because it has people's addresses, right? So sometimes I get one but not the other. And it's only happened with one other person. So I need to check my archives records to see. And I don't want to dox you, so I'm going to pull this off stream real quick. Okay, so what I have from you is from 351. Did you submit at 351? Because I was under the impression you submitted like 15 minutes ago. Okay, so we had a miscommunication. When I submitted just now, I interpreted that as like just now. So I just haven't gotten to it yet. I do it in the mornings now. I mean, recently. Yeah, when you said you just submitted, I thought like just submitted. So just a miscomm. Not a problem. I do got you. Yep, I got you. Okay, so the problem that so what's concerning and what was so exciting actually about having you here was that there is one school in particular that keeps submitting, and like it's 60% of the time they come through and 40% they don't, and I can't replicate the problem with anyone else. So I was really excited to figure out what was going on, to see if maybe I could find like snipe what the problem was, and I just can't. So I don't know what happened last time. Let me actually take a look here. Sorry, there's only like 2 more people. If you're in chat and you're ready, just let me know. Okay. Nothing doxing here. Okay. So here's what I got under your name here is let's see. On September 23rd, I graded what you had here to get you white sling certified, but it didn't go through. So I think there was just a typo in your email, and since I had no other email address, there's nothing I could do about that. So I wasn't able to reach back to you. So that's what happened there. Yep, it was just a typo. It should have been not 0708. Yep. So that's why you never got the email that you were certified for White Sling. All right. How should you send your real one? What do you mean by real one? So I have you qualified. So this is my back end here. I have you qualified on White Sling already. I just could not send the email because the email when you submitted was not sent with the right email. Yeah. So the correct one comes in. So you resubmitted the new one and the new video has a different email address. So I assume that that one's right. So you'll get a response. And if you don't, just what you ought to do is by like Tuesday of next week, go to Yellow Sling and look down here. Or you can just Control F for your name and see if you find it. Okay. But it should be up by Tuesday, no later than. All right, let's finish up the night. We've got... I'm bouncing all this stuff around. All right. So we've got... What do we got left? No reds, one maroon and one green. And one black sling. Toby. All right, let's close this out. Gyro. Good luck. Greetings from America to Singapore. Love seeing you participate, man. Okay, catch angle's a little off. Good. Good. Very good. Very nice. Nice. That was very smooth. Good. Nice. Nice. A little timing. I think it was like just a little off timing. Good. Good. Secondary adjustment at the end. All right, that's an easy pass. All right, 2 more videos to go. Congratulations, Gyro. That is a full pass. We'll move on to our last green sling, which is going to be Michael Finstad. Clean, no penalty. Also clean, no penalty. Also clean, no penalty. Slight angle. Okay, under rotated. And that's going to be a double major, unfortunately. It also spins on wrong axis. That is upsetting, considering I can tell how proficient you are. Good fundamentals. Okay. Catch angle, we're going to go moderate there. Almost a major. Very close to major. Good text. All right. I would like to see that move. So let me see when first contact is. So you can think about this. This is a rising sun, and you wouldn't transfer a rising sun with the arm in front of your head there. Since you're like right above your head, it's going to be moderate instead of a major. But you really want to push that right hand behind your head because it's supposed to be caught like a rising sun. I think just awkward, inefficient footwork. There was something off about it. It was like unstructured. That was good. Okay. Counted as a stutter step. Good, no penalty here. Nice flare. All right, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's an 84 out of 100. Without the 8 points lost here on your death double, that would have been very nice. But as it stands, this is going to be a 10-year run. And I'm almost certain I'll see you next month. Breaking tenure. All right, passed with tenure, and that brings us to Toby's song. If Toby's in chat, please say hello. Yep, that's the one I've got on the new one. Toby, all we're looking for is less than 5 majors, and you're good to go. Got no majors there. No majors there. No majors there. Major on catch angle. Pretty sure. Yep. Major on chasing. I mean, I'm just going to give it a double major for the leap, but like, you're fine. This is a pass. Congratulations. Toby, you earned your black sling. It was pretty tight. 720s are hard. So, but I think you earned it. Absolutely earned it. So, I look forward. Are you hoping to do Daytona this year? High school junior? Yeah, all of his black sling was junior this submission cycle, I believe. So that's excellent. It's going to be a really competitive Daytona. Start out in that style. Style guide's going to be best friend from here. All right. That is going to be the stream today. How many people are black sling? It is starting to be less exclusive. No, it's actually starting to get really competitive. It's really good news for the Drill Dojo Invitational. Whenever that happens. Right now, this is in the history of Black Sling Certified, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 14, 21, 28, 29 people. So I'm expecting it to hit 30, and once it hits 30, that's going to trigger an uptick in difficulty. So it gets more difficult over time until it roughly becomes what is on the other rest of the curriculum. Yeah, and 10% of them came today, which is ridiculous. These 3 all qualified today. Here, if you can see it appropriately on stream. And Alex was the last stream. Nathan was like a couple months ago, and Damien was Daytona. A lot of these were Daytona. Yeah. So pretty tight. A lot of drillers coming up on Black Sling, and a lot of drillers getting it recently. So, yes, Sevler, I did do yours. Let me pull it up. I'm pretty sure you passed. Was it a 10-year break? Because I've got you on full qualified. I don't remember. We did do you already, though. Yeah, it looks like you broke tenure. Because I erased your tenure from your original qualification in June. So, you're good to go. I'm pretty sure it was like... Definitely go back and watch the VOD. I think... I remember it. You had... I call it an imperfect 100. You had no penalties, so I just instead gave you, like... pointers on how to, like, add... go the extra mile, okay? But I'm pretty sure you got 100 out of 100. So go back and watch it because it was really nice. Alex, I can tell you're excited for Daytona. We're gonna do a big prep before Daytona. I'm gonna do something for Florida drillers to get everyone ready. Yeah, I'm gonna start setting that up. All right, ladies, gentlemen, drillers, thank you so much for watching. I have to carry on with my night here. I appreciate you hanging out. Let me update real quick. So the next qualification. So first of all, in 2 weeks, we're going to have routine construction live stream. Okay. So if you have a routine getting set, you're getting ready to do it, I would really like you to submit those videos and we can start adding input on that sort of thing. Right. The next stream, 1, 2, 3. Let's do November 21st. So the next qualification is going to be November 21st. You guys got till then to get your videos in. Live stream. It's in my calendar now. It should be the week before Thanksgiving. All right. All right. I'll see you in 2 weeks for the routine qualification, or not qualification. It's just, if you'd like some feedback, I'd love to give it to you. So, thank you so much. Happy drilling.